something extraordinary has just happened. After spending 9 long months in the depths of space, a team of NASA astronauts has finally returned to Earth. But what they saw out there, what they experienced, defies everything we thought we knew about the cosmos. Their mission was supposed to be routine, a standard research expedition aboard the International Space Station. But somewhere along the way, something changed. Unusual signals, strange visual phenomena, and an encounter so baffling that even the most seasoned scientists are struggling to make sense of it. And the most unsettling part? The astronauts weren't sure they'd make it back to tell their story. Imagine floating in the endless void, millions of miles from home, when suddenly the fabric of reality itself seems to shift. Flickering lights where there should be none, eerie transmissions whispering across the radio, and an unshakable feeling that something is watching. At first, they dismissed it as space fatigue, a trick of the mind. But then the anomalies became undeniable. Instruments malfunctioned without explanation. Cameras picked up flashes of something moving in the dark. And then, the most chilling discovery of all, an object that shouldn't have been there, hovering, just beyond their reach. NASA's official report remains tight-lipped, revealing only fragments of the truth. But whispers from inside sources suggest that what these astronauts encountered could challenge everything we understand about the universe. Was it a natural phenomenon, a glitch in our understanding of space-time, or something far more unsettling, something that suggests we may not be alone? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. This mission was not just another trip to space, it was a journey into the unknown. And what they brought back with them could change everything. 9 months ago, when the astronauts first left Earth, their mission seemed straightforward. A routine scientific expedition aboard the International Space Station, conducting experiments, monitoring Earth's climate, and testing new space technologies. But space has a way of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. History has proven that time and time again. In 1973, astronauts aboard the Skylab space station reported seeing mysterious flashes of light, even with their eyes closed. At first, NASA thought it was just their imagination, until further studies revealed that cosmic rays were actually interacting with their retinas, creating bursts of light inside their brains. Then, in 2003, the Columbia disaster shocked the world when the space shuttle disintegrated upon re-entry. But long before that fateful day, some crew members had reported strange phenomena, anomalous readings from their instruments, an unexplained haze outside their windows, and eerie radio disturbances that couldn't be traced. And then there was the infamous 1991 STS-48 mission, when NASA's space shuttle cameras captured something incredible. A bright, fast-moving object appeared on screen, zigzagging in ways that defied physics before vanishing into the darkness. To this day, no one has been able to fully explain what it was. Was it debris, a top-secret military test, or something else entirely? Now, fast forward to today's mission. These astronauts weren't just conducting science experiments, they were part of something much bigger. NASA had received unusual deep space signals in recent months, bursts of energy coming from an unknown source. They didn't share all the details with the public, but insiders whispered about the real objective: to observe and document these anomalies firsthand, and that's exactly what they did. But what they found was beyond anything they expected. It started with a single unexplained flash. At first, the astronauts thought it was just another case of cosmic radiation, a common sight for those who have spent months in orbit. But then, the flashes kept coming. At random intervals, bursts of light flared in the distance, far beyond the ISS, illuminating the void for mere seconds before vanishing into total darkness. The crew scrambled to adjust their cameras, their sensors, anything that could capture this anomaly. What they found left them speechless. The light wasn't coming from a known source. Not a star, not a distant supernova, not a satellite or space. Debris reflecting the sun's glow. It was something else, something moving. The astronauts ran the numbers trying to pinpoint its location, but every calculation led to the same baffling conclusion. Whatever was out there wasn't following the usual rules of physics. It would appear in one place, then another, as if it were skipping through space itself. And then, the radio signal arrived. A strange, rhythmic pulse, unlike anything they had ever encountered before. At first, it was dismissed as interference, a garbled transmission from Earth bouncing off the atmosphere. But as they listened closer, they realized it was something entirely different. It had structure. It had a pattern, almost as if it was deliberate. Back on Earth, NASA's top scientists were just as puzzled. They ran the signal through every known database, natural radio waves, pulsars, even classified military frequencies. Nothing matched. The pattern was eerily precise, repeating in a way that suggested intelligence. But here's the most chilling part. Each time the astronauts adjusted their instruments to get a clearer reading, the signal shifted, as if it was aware of them, watching them. And then, just as quickly as it began, it stopped. No more lights. No more signals. Just the deep, endless silence of space. But the crew knew what they had seen, what they had heard. And the implications were staggering. If this wasn't a natural phenomenon, if someone was out there, reaching out across the void, then we may have just made first contact, and we weren't ready for it. Just when the crew thought they had uncovered something groundbreaking, the situation took a turn no one expected. The flashes of light and the eerie signal had vanished, but something else remained. Something invisible, yet unmistakably present. The astronauts began experiencing strange sensations, subtle shifts in pressure, a low, almost imperceptible hum vibrating through the station's walls. It was as if space itself was reacting to them. At first, they feared it was a systems failure, perhaps a buildup of static electricity or an issue with the station's life support. But then, their onboard radiation detectors spiked, briefly, then inexplicably dropped back to normal. That shouldn't have happened. Space radiation doesn't behave that way. And then came the strangest part of all, the crew's onboard atomic clocks, the most precise timekeepers in existence, were suddenly out of sync. Not by much, just milliseconds. But in the vast, unchanging void of space, even the tiniest discrepancy could mean something profound. Scientists on the ground scrambled for an explanation. Could it be some unknown form of cosmic interference? A gravitational anomaly warping time itself? But then, an even more disturbing theory emerged. What if whatever sent the signal wasn't just reaching out? What if it had arrived? Some researchers suggested that the ISS might have unknowingly passed through an invisible disturbance, something beyond our understanding. Perhaps a ripple in space-time, a brief tear in reality caused by an advanced force we don't yet comprehend. Others feared a more unsettling possibility. What if the astronauts hadn't just detected a signal, but triggered something? And then, days after their return to Earth, reports began to surface. Satellites in low Earth orbit were picking up strange anomalies, minor fluctuations in their positions, unexplained glitches in their data. It was subtle, almost imperceptible, but undeniable. Something had changed. Something was here. And if this was just the beginning, then the real question isn't what the astronauts found out there, but what happens next. If this discovery is what scientists suspect, then we may have just taken the first step toward unraveling one of the greatest mysteries in the universe. The strange flashes of light, the impossible radio signal, the eerie disturbances aboard the ISS, none of it fits within our current understanding of physics, which means one thing: we are missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. NASA has already begun analyzing every fragment of data collected from the mission, cross-referencing it with deep space observations from the James Webb Space Telescope and radio signals detected by Earth's most powerful listening arrays. The hope? To determine whether this anomaly is a one-time event or something much bigger. Could it be an unknown cosmic phenomenon, a rift in space-time, or even evidence of an advanced intelligence trying to make contact? And if this is indeed a message, what are they trying to say? Are we dealing with a civilization so advanced that their technology bends the very fabric of reality? Or is it something even stranger, something beyond intelligence as we define it? Meanwhile, space agencies worldwide are preparing for the next step. Plans are already underway for more advanced deep space probes designed to scan the outer edges of our solar system for similar anomalies. NASA and the European Space Agency are even discussing the potential for a future crewed mission, one that wouldn't just study these disturbances from a distance, but venture closer, deeper into the unknown. But there's one question that no one dares to answer. If we send another crew out there and the anomaly responds again, will it be watching, waiting, or worse, will it follow us back? The universe is vast, mysterious, and full of surprises. And as we continue to push the boundaries of exploration, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. We are no longer just observers of the cosmos. We may already be a part of something far greater than we ever imagined. The universe has always been a place of wonder, mystery, and discovery, but now it seems we may have stumbled upon something far bigger than we ever anticipated. What if this was just the beginning? What if the signals, the strange flashes, and the eerie disturbances are only the first signs of something we've yet to comprehend? Could we be standing on the edge of a revelation that rewrites everything we thought we knew about space? 1. Thing is certain. The more we explore, the more questions we uncover. And if there truly is something or someone out there, watching, waiting, perhaps even reaching out, what happens when we finally understand what they're trying to say? What do you think? Was this an unknown cosmic event, an advanced intelligence, or something even more mysterious? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because space is only getting stranger, and the next discovery might be even more shocking.